Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for the MCH conference. We have a greater number of registrations from last year that we're really excited about. So far, 407 registrations. So thank you all for coming to the third annual MCH conference. My name is Corey Wisner, and along with Katie Burkle, I'm the co-director of the Maternal Child Health Translational Research team here at the College of Health Solutions at Arizona State University. Our translational team aims to create a community of practice for MCH in Arizona and accelerate research and evaluation, training, and practice for marginalized and underserved MCH populations. Our group is always growing, and currently we're a group of 321 leaders, practitioners, researchers, and students who are all coming together on a monthly basis to discuss emerging needs in maternal and child health. We're an inclusive bunch and really passionate about MCH. So if you'd like to join us for a meeting or just join one of our cores, please fill out our interest form, which we'll provide to you in the chat. And our next meeting is on April 25th at 12 p.m. So it's coming up right around the corner. So please join us. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge all of the hard work that went into planning this conference. We had a fabulous conference committee that included Katie Burkle, Liz Reif-Snyder, Aaron Rekzinski, Jose Benitos, Rosales Chavez, Beata Peter, Colleen Cordes, Leila Rankin, Andrew Rubenstein, Kiera Lyons, and Ehiazu Benet, and Liz Alonso. So a special thanks to our CHS 484 students, Katie McCarty and Jules Hirschberger, for helping us prepare the materials for marketing and our accreditation process. We had amazing support also from the ASU events team. So a special shout out to our own Carl and Kim for their assistance in putting this great meeting together. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to my partner, Katie, to give a rundown of our plan for today.
Thanks so much, Corey. Thanks to all of you for being here and joining us again in our third annual conference. We have a great lineup of sessions today. We're going to start with a session on maternal child health policy at the state by the Arizona Department of Health Services. Then we're going to have a skill building session related to early childhood mental health. Followed by sessions on breastfeeding and postpartum depression, neonatal abstinence syndrome and opioid dependent pregnancies, and a session about addressing shame related to health messages. Finally, we will wrap up with a session on ethics. We know that many of you as health professionals need an hour of ethics credit for your licensure, so we are happy to provide that. And then we have an exciting series of abstract presentations that we want you to encourage you to check out. We've tried to organize the abstracts by the life course. So in the morning, we'll focus more earlier on, and then also in the second part of the afternoon, there'll be a self-guided poster session. So to kick things off, I want to turn it over to my good friend and colleague, Liza Hita, who is our DEI co-lead in the Maternal Child Health Translational Research team. She's going to do an acknowledgement of the land for us. She's a clinical associate professor of psychology in the School of Social and Behavioral Sciences. Her community-based participatory research examines the dissemination and implementation of preventive interventions for families experiencing major life transitions, including high conflict families, never married and divorcing parents, bereaved families, and families impacted by incarceration. She's also a full spectrum doula, working with urban indigenous families, and focused on bridging health disparities through culturally restorative holistic practices. So, Liza, I will turn it over to you.
Thank you, Katie. And thank you, Corey, and everyone who put so much effort into this. And thank you for asking me to share this land acknowledgement. ASU acknowledges the 23 Native nations that have inhabited this land for centuries. Arizona State University's 4 campuses are located in the Salt River Valley on ancestral territories of Indigenous peoples, including the Acknowledgment and Peepash Indian communities, whose care and keeping of these lands and waterways, including an ancient canal system that we still use in part today, allows us to be here. ASU acknowledges the sovereignty of these nations and seeks to foster an environment of success and possibility for Native American students and community members. We strive to be advocates for the incorporation of Indigenous knowledge systems and research methodologies within our community-embedded scholarship, as well as honor the multi-generational and multilingual knowledge carriers in our community partnerships and within our university to cultivate relationships that center dignity and mutuality. In keeping with that, acknowledging the genesis of this statement feels important. Much of the land acknowledgement that I shared was created in part by Alex Soto, who is the head librarian at Labriola National American Indian Data Center, which has 2 sites, one on Tempe campus and one on West Campus, and is an Indigenous-led library center where students and community members can celebrate and critically engage with American Indian and Indigenous scholarly works and creative writing, and provides a culturally safe learning space for Indigenous library users. Braveheart Sanchez and Jacob Moore also assisted in the creation of this land acknowledgement. It's also important that acknowledgement is an action. This is not just a sharing of something ancient. The Salt River, Maricopa, and Gila River Indian communities surround Maricopa County and have over 25,000 tribal members. From Salt River, you can see the Tempe campus. It's just 10 minutes away. And all of the South Phoenix community is built at the base of South Mountain, a sacred site for Otha people that encompasses Kamatki, or District 6, and the Gila River Indian community that borders Levine. Acknowledgement should foster mutual action and understanding of important issues as defined by tribal communities, and in the spirit of maternal and child health translational research, the care and learning of families in culturally responsive ways. So thank you for joining today and sharing in this acknowledgement.